185. And they'll be facing... It's no wonder they call him the... Saul can...
This bout is scheduled.
Not too many seats to be... You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. That jab scores. So much firepower here. There was so much hype surrounding this match. I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Good counter punching. That left hook won't score. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter. Hook was off target. Can you believe this? Joe Calzaghe in some serious trouble. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept...
There's the bell for round 2. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They both want the knockout. That counter punch caught him clean. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You fight the Swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbow, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Solid punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Calzaghe in that last one. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
counterpunch. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. This big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
I've got to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
They got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Talk about Alvarez in that. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
He misses with that straight left. That one will count. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Jab not finding its target. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. Nice punch. Beautiful counter punch. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. In that last round. There's the bell to start round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Both men step back for just a moment. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A perfect counter shot. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, John.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. In that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that. There's the bell to start round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
For the weary. Nobody home with that hook. That punch landed. There's a counter shot. And he scores with the counter. Those counter punches have to hurt. The perfect counter lands. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. They are going to surrender. No mas. So there you have it. It is official now, and that is not the way anyone wanted this fight to end.